of all ages, welcome back to another edition of the Zita Nation. To all my friends and family, fans and followers, welcome back to episode 32 of The Revolution. I am your host with the most, the man with the power, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Emperor Zita. And I am coming to you from the Fortress of Solitude, as always, here in Etobicoke, Ontario, Canada. So, this week's edition we have part 3 of our special exclusive interview with Prince Alexander Zita, the Duke of Korea, lead singer of Drop Dead Pinups, and my brother, straight from Korea. One thing I wanted to touch on this week before I go, so I'm sure you all know about Mayor Rob Ford getting booted out of office. Yeah, they've given him a bit of a stay, and he's got an appeal process, and I hope I'm not the only one who thinks that Mayor Rob Ford's time is done. He messed up one too many times, pissed off too many people, and guess what? You're gone. I, for one, am very happy that Rob Ford is gone. I think he is an idiot. I think the guy is a moron. And I hope that he's not able to run in the next by-election, because then he will cry with the defeat that comes his way. At least I hope so. Anyways, that is enough for me. Let's get on with the show. Rock and roll, baby! And here we go.
Hi. 6.5 weeks till doomsday. Oh, if it wants to come a little bit sooner, that'll be okay with me. But yes, I'm looking forward to it. I want to see this mischievous little pain in my backside. Literally. Don't ask how things are this week, okay? It's brutal. I have pains in my right hip, my left hip. Yeah, last night I pinched a nerve in my left side. I'm uncomfortable for when it comes to walking. There's days that I feel like he's just gonna drop right out. He's kicking my butt. It's like freaking, I don't know what he's doing in there. Kickboxing or taekwondo or something, but oh boy. I wouldn't be surprised if I have like multiple organ failure after this kid comes out. When I look at my stomach, at times it looks like it's a freaking tidal wave. It looks like there's an alien shifting around in there. I'm tired all the time now. I want him out. I'm gonna go take a nap, so leave me alone.
She's giving butterflies with those devilish eyes. That's when she put my hand in between her.
I'm trying to think of the coolest thing I've seen so far. Okay, well, in like Seoul, there's like night markets. So like there'll be like on the side of the road, there's probably like 300 tents going all the way down like a major city street, and like they're open till 5 o'clock in the morning, and like full malls, like big malls, they're open till 5 in the morning. It's really cool. Like it's like really busy city, and it's like nothing like the other cities here. It's like much more Americanized, much more like big city. No, I can find underwear. I can't find shoes.
Yeah,
I by centimeters, not by feet and inches. 280 to 290 is the biggest you can usually find. You can find some 300s, which is like a 12. But I'm a 14. Like, when I tell them my shoe size, they're like, no, it sucks. Because their shoes are really awesome here. Like, they're really colorful. I'd love to buy shoes here. I have like a whole bunch of different Korean accounts on different websites. It's called G Market, which is like an Amazon for Korea, but they don't have my sizes either. Very few, if there is any. I have a big hat collection now, like about 7 feet, 8 hats, baseball related. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy anything yet until it's on my way out, because I gotta figure out all the stuff I'm gonna send home.
So how much? So when are you coming back?
End of March, before Easter. Come back like 23rd, between 23rd and 24th, something like that.
So what are you gonna do after Korea then? Where are you gonna travel to?
I'm going to Tokyo for New Year's. So I'm back. I wanted to go to Tokyo. I want to go back to Japan because I've been there already. I really liked it. So I'm gonna go to Tokyo at Christmas, and then on my way home I'm gonna go to Taiwan. I tried to go to China. I couldn't get a visa. You can't get a visa unless I was in Canada. So I paid for a ticket, and I only got my taxes back, and I bought a ticket. It was cheap though. It was like $300. I can't go to China unless I go back to Canada, get a visa, and then go to China. You can't get a visa through Korea unless I'm staying here for another year. So I'm going to go to Taiwan, Hong Kong, Vietnam, Thailand, and maybe, if I have time, Singapore or Malaysia. Philippines is the wrong way, but I could get a flight to the Philippines from Taiwan for $10. I'm traveling for like a month, pretty much.
So it was revealed on Monday that the NXT 3 are now called The Shield. And apparently they said they have nothing to do with Punk. And Punk says he has nothing to do with them. Well, if you believe that, then I've got a ton of swampland in Florida for you to pick up. You know, it could be accurate that they are not associated with Punk, but I got a feeling they're associated with Paul Heyman. I got a feeling Heyman is the one behind the whole thing.
Yes! 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 Yes!
So we get CM Punk right back in a TLC at TLC. But we all know the ending. They can't give Punk a clean win, so Dolph Ziggler and John Cena had a fantastic match on Raw.
You can't see me.
I am so excited to see what they can do at the pay-per-view. I hope there's no stipulations per the match. Unless it's Dolph Ziggler putting his money in the bank, on the line, and Ziggler coming out victorious. They just need to get AJ Lee and Vicky Guerrero out of this storyline.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it.
So Zack Ryder actually got on Raw this week. And he was on WWE's main event. Yes, once again, Zack Ryder jobbed out. You're jobbing out Zack Ryder, but yet you're letting Khali win matches?
I said so.
I think my boy Zack Ryder needs a steady push. Put him in the US title scene, have him be the only American to beat Antonio Cesaro. Because it looks like Team Cobra is dead in the water.
Take my hair. You have to talk to me right now. Excuse me. You can't catch me. You can't eat me, Mr. Monster. I want to see the horse store, Papa. I'm coming. We're decorating. Me and Mommy. I have the font. Oh! I am rescue somebody. I'm a doctor who took care of baby. Never show him out. If I lay down or not. If I lay down. I might can't lay down. I might get sick. Now we have to take you. You doctor. I need an hat. I need a jacket. A doctor jacket. A doctor hat. Dr. Catherine.
Hello people, it is
Comic Book Day.
That's right, it's Comic Book Day. And we are here on this chilly little Wednesday. Sun's out, but it's still kind of cold today, right?
And I brought my Chuck. Chuck.
That's right. So Catherine's got Chuck. He's coming with us as our special guest today. And we are headed down to Excalibur Comics.
Excalibur Comics.
Rob's!
Bob.
And we're going to see Rob and Fred. And we're going to see what they have to say this week. As always, we will...
See you soon, people.
See you soon, people!
Back here again.
It's hard for me to walk upstairs.
So here at Excalibur, on our way up the stairs. Catherine is moving very slow today.
Oh, I heard the noise.
This is Excalibur Comics, 3030 Bloor Street West, upstairs above the Kingsway Theater.
Catherine. Okay, well, this week we've got a few books that are of interest. We start off with DC Comics, Joe Kubert Presents. What's interesting about this issue is that the Redeemer story inside this book basically was originally supposed to be done in the early 90s From what I understand, they were supposed to publish a mini-series, and it never got published. In fact, at this point in time, Joe Kubert actually left DC and went down and worked for Marvel. The Redeemer was actually supposed to come out beforehand, and never did, so an issue you should take a look at. Another book that's worthwhile, of course, is The Uncanny Avengers, and why John Cassidy. Again, he's a tremendous artist, and John Cassidy can draw, so I always recommend anything that guy works on. Secret Avengers, it's interesting as well. It's got a very cartoonish style to it I'm not too crazy about, but still it's well written, and I would recommend that one as well to you. Another thing that's came out is, of course, the Bendis all-new X-Men second issue, so there's another little interesting book that you should pick up. It'll be interesting with what he can do with the mutant titles as well. And one thing I'm going to be plugging in the Silver Streak Archives. Now this is the Golden Age stuff. Daredevil, the original Daredevil. You can see him in there. It's red and blue, not like the Marvel Daredevil. So basically, you're looking at history here, and 4 issues worth of it. Silver Streak comic books. So I'd recommend that as well if you're interested in that kind of stuff.
Carney is the head of the Bank of Canada. Now he's the head of Bank of England. So everybody in England is saying, wait a minute, over 300 years of history, the Bank of England, everybody's been British. They were wondering how come Carney got in. He's a Canadian. Well, apparently Carney is also Goldman Sachs. He's almost like James Bond. You have a blonde-haired guy named Daniel Craig. You know, James Bond's always black hair. Now there's a blonde guy, looks like Putin. Anytime I see him now, I think of Prime Minister Putin of Russia. He's more European than English. So they're saying, why Canadian guy? Well, you got to realize Carney is a Goldman Sachs man. Just like when Italy went down and Greece went down, they replaced the prime ministers of both countries with Goldman Sachs guys. Greece being the birthplace of democracy, now when it went to austerity, they brought in a non-elected official who happened to be Goldman Sachs. They say, Kissinger said, you want to control the people, you control the food. You want to control the country, you control the oil. And you want to control the world, you control the money. Goldman Sachs controls the money. They are part of the Federal Reserve, and who in turn belong to Bank of England. So it's perfect fit, really. He belongs to Goldman Sachs, and he was always a member of, I guess, Bank of England, because they're one of the same, more or less, run by the same shareholders. Similarly, when you had this Chinese guy coming over to Canada to buy up all the potash and the companies, they wouldn't sell to him. But if you look further deeper, he is also Goldman Sachs. See, he doesn't represent China. He represents Goldman Sachs. He was always a Goldman Sachs, and he still is. It's almost like the mafia. You never leave. Here we're thinking, oh, this guy's taking over, that guy's taking over. No, you got to look deeper into that, and you can see they're all Goldman Sachs. And here we're talking about the next Toronto mayor candidate. My bet would be the guy who has the name, but he is Rhodes Scholar, I believe they call him. So my bet would be the guy who has the Rhodes Scholarship to win the next mayoral race. It won't be Kennedy, it won't be Olivia Chow, it will be this new guy that everybody's talking about. He will win it because they all seem to, even McGuinty, he was one of them as well, where all powers will be given back to Britain. He created this exclusive sort of like school to bring about the future leader of the world, and they would install these future leaders from their program, the Rhodes Scholarship program, into different countries. McGuinty is one of those guys. Even though they don't call it a Rhodes Scholarship, it's more of a British industrial academy or something. Same with Clinton. He's from also another British-born sort of school that teaches a certain ideal of one world leadership, and eventually it's all run by Britain. Even though Clinton is U.S., he still works for the British as well. But the end purpose of all these so-called different schools and so forth, or institutes, is to have a centralized government, a new one world order, all run by Britain.
Well, guess what? Another week here of the Zita Nation is done. Thank you for joining us for episode 32 of The Revolution. Come back again next week, right here on YouTube. Go back and check out all of our other episodes right here on YouTube. And subscribe to my channel, Emperor Zita right here on YouTube. Pick up your Drop Dead Pinups Electric Night CD wherever you can. Find them on iTunes and follow them on Twitter at Drop Dead Pinups. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at Emperor Zita. Head down to Excalibur Comics for all your comic book related needs. And beat me if you can. Survive if I let you.